Welcome to this. Inuagata no Sahai is my name. Now, professionalism is conducting yourself with a positive attitude, whether you feel like it or not. Professionalism is conducting yourself with a pleasant attitude, whether you are in the mood or not. And if we are to zero this, in the hospitality industry, to the hotel service, to be more specific, professionalism in hotel business is conducting yourself with a positive attitude to make customers and guests comfortable, whether you like it or not, whether you feel like it or not, whether you are in the mood or not. That is what professionalism is when it comes to hotel service, hospitality business. I will take it again as it regard, zeroing it on hotel service. Or professionalism is conducting yourself with a positive attitude to make guests and customers comfortable, whether you feel like it or not, whether you are in the mood or not. This is just so important. It's a key factor in the equation of rendering excellent service when in hotel business, in hotel service, or in hospitality business. And so this morning, we are going to be looking at 7 ways to be a professional desk officer or receptionist in hotel service or in hotel business. 7 ways, as time will permit us, 7 ways you can be a professional front desk officer or a professional, receptionist as it regards hotel service or hotel business. And the number one approach is that you should see yourself as not just a receptionist or a front desk officer of a particular XYZ hotel. You should see yourself as an image maker. A wise man said, as he thinks in his heart, so is he. See yourself as an image maker. If you work as a receptionist or a front desk officer in that hotel, one way that can help you to be professional, remember I said professionalism is conducting yourself with positive attitude towards making guests comfortable, whether you feel like it or not, whether you are in the mood or not. And this journey begins in your mind. See yourself as not just a front desk officer, see yourself as not just a receptionist in that hotel. See yourself as an image maker. You are helping the hotel to project its image. You are helping the hotel to brand itself positively before the public. See yourself as a human relation officer. See yourself as a brand ambassador. See yourself as an image maker. This is just so important. See yourself as an image maker. So it all borders on attitude. It just borders on attitude. So you see yourself as an image maker. And then secondly, in addition to helping you, to project yourself in a professional manner, it is very important that you show a sincere desire to help. Show a sincere desire to help. And if it is really not possible for you to help when it concerns an issue a guest may be having, you need to reach out to probably your superior officer, your supervisor, or your manager to help out with these guests. But first of all, show that sincere desire to help, and never you ignore guests. Never you ignore guests. Even if it happens that these guests seems to be crowding you with so much pressure and all that, never you ignore them. If a guest walk into the reception of that hotel and meets you there, meet you at the front desk as a front desk officer or receptionist, even if you are attending to customer A or guest A, you are on phone with another guest who might have called in to make inquiries. As soon as a new guest walk in, it is very important for you to acknowledge the presence of that guest. And you could just do that with a simple nod as you are on the telephone. You just do a simple nod with a smile, letting the guest know that I saw you coming in and I'll be with you. You are on phone, you just give a nod and then give a sign language that I will be with you very soon. And then possibly also direct that guest to seats that are available to sit down while you are quickly rounding up with the guests you were attending to before, or while rounding up with the call, you were making. Don't assume the guest should know that. The new guest that just arrived, don't assume he or she should know that somebody is with you, so he or she should wait. Don't assume that the guest that has just arrived, he or she has seen you, with the telephone, you are making call, the person should understand, and he or she should just wait. No, don't do that. That would be too unprofessional. Be very professional. I told you that from the very beginning, to exhibit professionalism, when it comes to a hotel service, when it comes to hospitality business, especially as a receptionist, number one, see yourself as an image maker, see yourself as a brand ambassador, see yourself as a public relation officer. And then secondly, show a sincere desire to help. Show that sincere desire to help. Then number three, don't show any indifference towards guests. Not at all. Don't exhibit this body language that is showing that their presence is inconveniencing you. Now, let me say this here. You may want to laugh. Even if the guest is exuding, unpleasant body odor, don't start touching your nose, or you pick up an handkerchief to start covering your nose, and then you start rubbing your nose and just showing this body language that the guest is exuding an unpleasant, body odor and all the rest. No, that will be very unprofessional of you. Don't show to the guests that their presence is inconveniencing you. They came there to engage your service, to bring money to the system, which is needed to drive the system. And so when the guest comes around, don't show any sign of dislike. Don't show any form of impatience with them. Just make sure you comport yourself, you hold yourself together, and then when the guests finally leave, even if the guests had unpleasant body odor, then you can go and look for a way to refresh yourself. But ensure that you don't show any indifference towards them. Don't ever exhibit any body language that their presence is inconveniencing you. That will be very unprofessional for you as a front desk officer of that hotel or as a receptionist. Then number four, it is so important that you remain friendly at all times. Ensure you maintain good eye contact with the guests. It speaks volume of your confidence, and it also shows that you actually you are representing the hotel you are working with as a front desk officer, or as a receptionist in that hotel. Be friendly. Put on a beautiful smile. Smile is one dressing code you must continue to put on as a front desk officer that works in a hotel, or as a receptionist in that hotel. You must continue to put on that dress code called smile. You just have to wear it every time. This is so important. Maintain good eye contact and be friendly. But there is a caveat here. In being friendly, don't become too casual. We have seen cases whereby you go to engage the services of a hotel, and you are walking out, or you are coming in, and you hear some of them saying that, sir, anything for your girl, or you hear the guy saying, sir, anything for the boys. That is becoming too casual. No, that is very unprofessional. It's very, very unprofessional. If somebody is going to give you a tip for the good service you have rendered, let the person do it on his or her own discretion. Don't try to become too casual and bring yourself down to start asking, is there anything for your girl, sir, or is there anything for the boys? No, that is too casual. That is too unprofessional. Be friendly. Always put on the uniform or the dress code called smile. Maintain good eye contact. But in your being friendly, ensure you are not too casual. So important. Then number 5 way to exhibit professionalism as a regard, as being a front desk officer, a receptionist of that hotel. Number 5 is that ensure, let me put it this way, never you lose your temper with difficult people. Never you lose your temper with difficult people. Remember, eyes are watching. The CCTV camera is watching. Other guests are there, they are watching. Visitors coming in to make 1 or 2 inquiries, they are there, they are watching. And no matter, the kind of unpleasant attitude or the kind of difficult tendencies that, some guests may be exhibiting, be courteous at all times. Don't lose your temper with difficult people. Make sure you maintain your sanity, you hold yourself together at every time, and then be able to positively project your hotel as a brand that will be able to handle difficult situations, because you are the brand ambassador of the hotel. Remember, I told you from the very beginning, number one way to exhibit professionalism as a front desk officer or a receptionist is for you to see yourself as an image maker, as a brand ambassador, and as a public relations officer. And that you can do very well by making sure that you don't lose your temper with difficult people. Then number 6, as we begin to move towards conclusion, ensure that you don't talk to guests with slangs. Don't talk to guests with slangs. Be very professional with your language. Don't use cursing words. Don't use the F word or the B word. Don't talk to guests with slangs. It's not allowed. You must be professional. Remember, when it comes to this hotel service, people are coming from far and wide. Some people are coming to patronize you from England. Some people are coming into the country from the US, from the Caribbean. Some are coming in from Australia. Some are coming from South Africa, other West Africa countries, including East Africa, and different parts of the states in the country. So you need to ensure that you use the right professional language at every point in time. Don't talk to guests with slangs. Don't use, insultive words, and don't also use cursing words. Don't use the F word. Don't use the B word. Ensure that you are professional at all times. Regularly use words like please, sir, ma'am, and all that. It's so important. Then as I wrap up this morning, ensure that every conversation you have with guests always end up with thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. This is so powerful. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Always conclude with that conversation. And I will also be concluding with that conversation of saying, thank you for joining me today to have this session, to have this conversation. And I believe you want to reach me. My phone numbers are 080 66 86 5060. I call it again, 080 66 86 5060. And then the second one is 080 529 29120. Take it just one more time, 080 529 29120. I'll be seeing you next week, Wednesday. And when I return, I will still be the amiable Inuagata no Sahai. God bless you.